Hello, beautiful people. How are you this fine day? Greetings and salutations from the lovely city of Echuca. Beautiful part of the world. Thankfully doesn't have a pub owned by the Australian Venue Company. Have you heard about these morons? They've decided they want to go broke. They have about 200 venues, 90 in Queensland, some of the biggest pubs that we know in Brisbane. Some in Melbourne too, including the Espy, and there's a number of venues in South Australia, all been told they're not going to be celebrating Australia Day. And patrons who want to go on flag wave or celebrate Australia Day will be kicked out of the venues. These people want to go broke. They want to put everybody who works in their pubs out of work, and they're going to close their doors. And we're going to help them. It is ridiculous, folks, to think that these woke wonders, and it's another woman spokesperson giving all this, why is it always, and look at the Senate estimates, at the people who are put under pressure, 90% of those who are facing questions are women, and they can't back up the decisions they've made. Now, I'm not saying that women make bad decisions. I'm saying that for whatever reason, we're able to pick really bad women and put them into positions of power. What the Aussie Venue Company has done is sat down with some woke witch who's decided, oh no, this is all too hard, and our blue-haired friends and our God knows whatever else going to be offended, going to be upset if people come in and wave a flag on Australia Day. I don't know if you've ever been to the Espy Hotel, the Esplanade Hotel in St Kilda. It's one of Australia's greatest live, or used to be, one of Australia's greatest live music venues. These days I think it's got pokie machines in it. Do you think that these woke wonders worry about you pissing your life away, throwing dollar after dollar into a poker machine on Australia Day? Would that those poker machines cause more damage than anything in our society today? Will they be turning them off? No, of course not. So there is now a national call to not bother with these hotels anymore, and I will post up on the website a list of every one of them in the country. Don't avoid it just on Australia Day. Avoid them every day from now on. This business owner has proven they don't want our business, they want to go broke. So let's help them. Seriously, stupid decision. There is a poll going around at the moment. I think the number I saw was 78% of respondents feel pretty much like I do. They will never set foot in a venue owned by that company again. Will never spend 1 cent of their money in a venue owned by the Australian Venue Company again. And if you happen to work for a pub or somebody, you happen to work for the Australian Venue Company, what are you doing? You don't want a job? You better tell your bosses what's going on. We're going to call into one in the next few days. We'll see how well they take the news. Because I plan on talking to the manager to see whether or not they're going to follow through on that. And that'll be the Narracourt Hotel in the next couple of days when we head off from Echuca and head back over to Pinaroo for the show there tomorrow night. We're leaving tomorrow morning. Potentially we were going to head off today, but we just would have had to find another motel somewhere on the road. So we thought we'd stay where we were, at the Waikiki Creek Caravan Resort. We had a great weekend with all the folks from my place, Victoria. Doris and the team who organised the whole weekend did a fabulous job. There was a little bit of rain, but all in all, awesome weekend, and some very interesting conversations, meetings and presentations were held. One of those I've posted up onto the VOF channel it's about a 45-minute presentation that Darren Bergwerf and a gentleman named Marcel put together about a PMA structure, a private members association. You want to go and have a look at that, folks. It's well worth the 45 minutes. And once I think you've seen and heard what they're doing, you might want to consider being involved with it too. Now, there's a lot of training that will need to go into using this system, but they're going to put that training up. They're planning on making all that happen through Our Place Australia, and it's a very exciting opportunity. So without me going in and trying to explain it in great detail and screwing it up, please go and have a look at the video that I uploaded, well, all day yesterday. It basically took to get up there, or all night, because the phone service and the internet service where we are, even with Starlink, is intermittent at best. At worst, it's just non-existent. So particularly with, well, for some reason, with certain times of the day with Starlink, I don't know whether Elon's satellites, go take a different track at different times of the day. I don't know, we're down here, but we've had all sorts of issues trying to stay connected and trying to get phones out. And in fact, I haven't had my phone on me for the last 3 days because it's had no point. But if you're looking for a great weekend away at a magnificent country retreat for caravans and camping, then the Waikiki Creek Caravan Resort just outside of Echuca is magnificent. We had a wonderful, wonderful time, and hello to everybody that we met, especially Billy. Hi, Billy. Hello, Caroline. Harm came down. He made the trip. He disappeared off this morning before I could get over to say goodbye. He must have hit the road early because I was over there at 8 o'clock. But yeah, everybody who came over the weekend, we had the best weekend. It was truly, truly wonderful to get together, to celebrate, to share, and to come together and plan. So look forward to doing it all again sometime soon. I believe in Queensland they camp out. Well, it got a bit wet in Queensland, and from what I'm hearing about the property, we copped about 100 mils in an hour and a bit. That was, I think, yesterday. There's more rain coming tonight. They've had a lot of rain on the property. Apparently we've got a few road issues, so we've got to be rebuilding roads when I get back. So water everywhere, except here today, although let me tell you, that's going to change. Pete from Pinaroo sent me a picture earlier. That's the direction for Pinaroo. He got sprayed early this morning, and yep, look at the way this shit's just leaching all the way across Victoria. It is just horrendous. So they're still doing it, folks. They're still doing it. All right, love you and leave you. Short one for this time, but we might be back on very shortly. We're going to head over to the port of Echuca and have a bit of a look there. Whether or not we do a live from there, we'll wait and see. But the big news, or the big thing I want you to take away from this particular show is the Australian Venue Company. And I will get you the name of every pub they own. And I implore you, never, ever set foot in one of their venues again. Never spend 1 cent of your hard-earned money propping up a bunch of woke fucktards who decide they want to be the moral arbiter in the Australia Day argument, if you like, and force their will on us, we the people. It's got to end, folks. This madness has to end.